Hello guys, this is Pavel Askarov from Laravel Business Video Channel, and today the topic is business. So sometimes I shoot these videos from my car, just talking about the successful projects with Laravel or without it, but generally about IT projects and their success. And topic of today is the biggest problem, in my opinion, to tackle the project and to deliver it successfully on time. Why the projects are delayed? Usually because of delayed communication between the team members, and most often between developers and the clients. So developers wait for quite a long time for clients' feedback, for clients' testing, for clients' copy, additional information, final sign-off, and everything related. So in this video I want to give you some tips how to make the client feedback faster, how to make it come faster. So thing number one, you have to decide on communication channels before even starting the work. So you need to kind of ask the client, what should you use for project management software for communication? Like, is it a Trello board, is it a Slack channel, is it a Skype group, whatever, email? And ask the client, when are they online, at what times, usually in what time zone, how often do they respond, can you expect a response from them in 24 hours, when are they on holiday if they are planning to do that, and stuff like that. And try to test those communication channels whenever possible in the first weeks, and then you will see if it actually works, if you get feedback quickly, and maybe you should switch the channels. Sometimes it happens. So we moved from Trello to Asana, I think, in one project, or to GitHub issues with the team. So yeah, it happens sometimes. So tip number one, be clear about communication channels. Tip number two, speak in their language. So quite often I see developers describing the problem or the question in their own language, in developers' language. So look at this API call, it works, it returns the status, is it good or bad, something like that. So as little technical language as possible, try to raise the question in their own words, in their own language, and that will help them to understand the problem and to reply faster, basically. Then tip number three is make it easier for them to answer the question. So phrase the question in a way that it would require them only like yes or no question. So bad question is, how do you like it? Or what should we do here, is a bad question. Better question is, we have option 1 and option 2, which is a better way? And you provide arguments. Option 1, for example, if we use transactional emails like Mailgun, we have this and this. If we use campaign-based emails like MailChimp, we have this and this, and let the client decide. Or even better, you suggest the options. So still you list the options, and then you say, I recommend option 1 because in our case it's this and this. And then for client, it's only confirmation from them. You need only the confirmation from them. Of course it can backfire because it may mean that if you recommend something that the client won't even read it. So be careful with that. But I mean, the less time is required on their side to reply, the better. And with that, provide everything additional, all the additional information that is needed, links to the specification, to related Trello cards, to related issues, to related emails, whatever. Make it everything like in one click. So in your email, they shouldn't be looking for some document from the past where it is actually written how it should be done. So everything, please, well, imagine yourself in their shoes. So they receive a question after a month, they don't remember much about the project at all, because, well, they are the client, they're not in the everyday day-to-day work. So if I don't have any links or related issues or links to the exact page that I need to test, then, well, I will get lost. I'll probably do something differently. Or even better, what I do, for example, if I need clients to confirm that the function is working, I shoot them a screencast. There are various software tools which are both free and paid, but these days you can shoot a quick screencast, upload it to Google Drive or whatever, and then send the link to the client, and then they will understand exactly what you mean, because video is the best way, the best format to to make people understand. Same with teammates or with managers or with developers. Video is the best way to describe what exactly do you need. So tip number 3 is make it easier for them to reply whenever possible. And finally, tip number 4 is really simple and human: just follow up. So in a few days or in a week, just follow up on the same email or Trello card or whatever. Just ask, did you have the time to look at it, because it's urgent. Actually, tip number 5, missed one. So tip number 4 will be let them understand the urgency. So add the because something. For example, we need your feedback because we have no work and we are just waiting for your reply, and meanwhile we are just doing nothing. That actually works brilliantly for clients, because if they understand that they are the only roadblock, they will be fast. Or we will need your reply, otherwise we have like extra, I don't know, if it costs them money or time, otherwise if they don't reply, that works really powerfully. Or for example, my teammate is waiting for this answer and he doesn't know where to go next. So something like that. So add because, add the reason, add the sense of urgency. So that's tip number 4. And then tip number 5 is to follow up. So just ask politely whether they have time, because you cannot imagine how many times I was just shocked by clients didn't receive the message, or looked at it and forgot about it, or I don't know, somehow missed the message, or planned to reply but never did. So it happens because, for example, if they get email, they get your email, they open it, but then at the same time they get 5 more emails. One of them is pretty urgent, so they did open your email but forgot about it and then moved on to something else. And believe me, they have more important things to do. If they're, for example, they're business guys, your clients, they deal with bigger amounts of money and bigger problems probably in their business, which is outside of IT or coding or IT projects. So that's pretty natural. That's why you have to follow up and ask, did you have time? And quite often they will go like, oh shoot, I forgot, yeah, sorry, I was somewhere and I will reply later, or quicker, something like that. At least you get the response of when they will reply. Yeah, so these are 4 or 5 actually tips. So I will recap. First, establish communication channel. Then make them, actually I forgot, all trying to recap. So make them reply quicker, make them reply easier, talk their language, then include the sense of urgency, and finally follow up. I hope this video was useful. Subscribe to the channel Laravel Business if you want to get videos about business or about Laravel from technical side. I shoot both from time to time when I have the time. See you guys in other videos.